And we settle in South Africa, where the country has mustered its army reserve in a bid to quell several days of looting that has ravaged supplies of food and other essentials and has dealt a crippling blow to its economy. Now, the disorder slowly began to ebb across most affected provinces on Thursday before an unexpected surge in soldiers on the streets.
Yeah, we hear about 25,000 soldiers about to be deployed in the streets of South Africa. Now, joining us this morning, all the way from Johannesburg in South Africa, is reporter Nakuzula Casey. Welcome to Breakfast Central. Now, what is the latest update on the unrest, the rioting, the looting in South Africa?
About 72 people have been killed during the looting. We know currently that 1,000 people or more have been arrested. And what's currently happening in the Durban area that we've seen is that there has been a call for the community to come and start cleaning up. So certain areas in the Durban metropolitan are starting to clean up. It is the taxi drivers together with the community coming together to try and clean up. However, it is still very chaotic. Shops are still closed, and the ones that are open are only serving a certain number of people. I do know that there's a shopping center that is still operational in the Umhlanga area in KwaZulu-Natal, and people have been queuing for more than 8 hours just to go in and get in necessities. So it's really pretty much still hectic in the KwaZulu-Natal region and area. And we do know that the biggest food distribution center, which is Ascot, was also attacked and looted. So things like bread, milk, they cannot reach the store. That is why people are queuing for so long. And Massmart is also saying they do not want to send out their trucks, they don't want to send out their people to go and deliver food because it is absolutely scared of what has happened to them. So it's pretty much still hectic. It's the survival of the fittest, what's happening right now in KwaZulu-Natal, and people have resorted to learning how to even make their own bread because they cannot get it at stores. It is sold out. Those with money have bought whatever they can buy. So that's currently what's happening is that in the time to clean up, it's still very chaotic and people are still struggling to get the basic necessities.
Right. We hear that about 25,000 military officers have been deployed this morning. But tell us, how are the security operatives handling the matter?
Well, the police have currently called for help from the SANDF because they are saying they are outnumbered by the looters. So they really couldn't do much apart from shoot the people with rubber bullets and use tear gas on them. So right now they have deployed the troops on the street. It is becoming a little bit better. Some of these troops are also guarding certain supermarkets. That's the ones that people can reach currently and go shop there. And what also has been happening is that private security companies have also jumped in to give a hand and help wherever they can, especially at stores that have not been affected so that people can be shopping. So there has been a slight difference with the soldiers there and the private security companies offering help, but the basic SAPS, the South African services, could not handle the number of people on their own. So we're just so happy now to see the private companies also assisting with their security guards.
All right, Casey. Now we hear that South Africans are almost learning how to bake their own bread while indoors, and the food scarcity is on the rise due to all these problems there. How are South Africans coping with food?
People are very hopeful for better days, but it's really, really tough. Like I said, people are now having to resort to learn how to make bread. But how do you make that bread if you cannot even go out to go buy that flour because there is nothing to buy? Shops are closed. It's really hectic like that. So people are hopeful, but they're anxious. And a lot of people don't know if they still have jobs because most places or most shops that were looted, aren't government-owned or the big companies, but it's a company that Sarah started for herself and employed 5 or 6 people, and they're working. But now that shop has been looted, everything is gone because the people took whatever they could take. Even small salons, they went in and took anything that they take. So people are very uncertain right now. They don't know if they still have jobs. They don't know how they're going to take care of themselves going forward. It's really a tough time. It's really dark. But I've seen that people are very hopeful. Some are writing nice messages to just try and calm, other people down because it really is a tough time. It's sad. South Africans are really going through a lot right now, but they are hopeful. Things are going to become better.
All right, thank you very much, Nokuzola Casey, all the way from Johannesburg. You are still watching Breakfast Central on News Central.